Hey guys, it's Kat from Cat's Crafty Crochet Corner. If you don't know me, hi, welcome in. If you do, welcome back, guys. So today's video, I know that it is way past due of being put out, right? But we're going to see Haley. That's what this video is. So it's the first time I've been on a plane in a really long time. Traveling on a plane by myself completely. I don't think I'd ever done before. First time I meet Haley, it was freaking amazing. You know, the travel back home and all of that. So if you like travel vlogs, enjoy. There is crochet in the video, I promise. If you don't like travel vlogs, I'm sort of sorry, but I wanted to share it with you guys. So that being said, if you feel like you like the video, please leave a like below. Subscribe to the channel. I am trying to get to 3K subscribers, and I am just about ready to hit 2,760 subscribers. I'm very close to that, so we are on our way, slowly but surely. And then other than that, comment down below, let me know what you think. Do you fly? Do you not fly? Have you seen Haley's Design Studios channel? If not, you should check her out. She's awesome. She's my bestie. My bestie. I have flown to her twice now, and then this past May, my family and I actually drove down for a little family vacation to be with Haley for her baby showers. So that was lots of fun. But all right, I will check back in at the end of the vlog. Bye. Good morning, guys. I just wanted to come on because I am officially at the airport. I got like 3 hours of sleep last night, but I just got down here, woke up at like 6-ish. We're here at 8 o'clock this morning. There was a little bit of traffic, but not too bad. My plane leaves in 2 hours, so fingers crossed I make it through everything on time. I haven't flown in like 10 years, 12, 15 years, something like that, so I really don't know what I'm doing. Pray for me. But we're going to see freaking Haley, guys. I'm going to see her later today, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But also, hope for naps. I want naps today. Do you see these bags? I'm tired. I'm very tired. I'll check in a bit. These things are so weird. Might as well walk at hyperspeed if I gotta do it. Also, it smells in here, guys. I don't know what I was expecting it to smell like, but it smells. Oh no! The next walking path is closed. Rude. It's even the part where we have to like walk up a hill. Dang. Weird. Wasn't expecting to see a dinosaur in the airport. Looks like they're doing renovations. There's my plane. It's a big one. Yay! Crocheter set up on a plane. Oh. Oh, that's cool. What's happening?
We have now completed the boarding process and the boarding door has been closed. Please ensure seatbelts are securely fastened and bring all seat backs and tray tables to the upright and locked position.
Sorry.
Welcome to Atlanta, terminating point of our flight. Local time here is 11:31. We're approximately 15 minutes ahead of our schedule. Please stay seated with your seatbelt securely fastened and carry-on items properly stowed until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. Be careful when open overhead bins to avoid injury from items that may have shifted during flight. And please ensure you have all your personal belongings before exiting the aircraft. As we reach our gate, we invite you to use the Flight Delta app for important baggage and connection information. And for our customers requesting a wheelchair on arrival, we'll advise you upon reaching the gate when assistance is available to disembark from the aircraft. And on behalf of your onboard flight attendants, thank you for choosing Delta for your out travels this morning, and we do look forward to seeing you soon. Have a wonderful stay in the Atlanta area, or wherever your final destination may be. Our arrival gate this morning will be on the ES and Echo gate number 29. Baggage claim carousel number 3, domestic baggage claim.
I swear, Atlanta Airport is like a mall. There are so many little stores that have nothing to do at all with things that you need for traveling, you know, a plane, comfort, whatever. Like, there's a whole on freaking food court. It's crazy. There are also like a million terminals Like, dang. Hey guys, I just wanted to check in because I'm officially in Mississippi. So I'm just waiting for Haley to pull up. She's not here quite yet, but soon, so soon. I got kind of a nap on the plane. Kind of. I was in the very last seat. Landing was a little scary because like there was no window, and it was very loud. But all in all, good. I got to sit in the very last row, therefore I didn't have to share a seat with anybody, which was very nice. And on our way back to their house, we have plans at stopping at Walmart and at Michael's, and we're gonna stop at Longhorn Steakhouse, I believe, and get some food, which I'm not like super hungry. I did have lunch not very long ago, TGI Fridays, and it was so good. I showed you a little clip of that because it was yummy. It was like a spicy queso burger. It was very yummy. But I will check in a bit.
Hey! Hello! Oh gosh. Hi. Oh.
Yay! You're short like me!
I'm still like almost 2 inches tall.
So it's okay. Everybody else I meet is so much taller than me, so it's a whole thing. I don't know why. I was expecting your hubby to be with us.
No.
You're like, no, leaving him at home.
He's following his side or his beer or whatever he's doing.
Oh, fair. Yeah. Wonderful. Well, this is like the messiest video clip in the world, but hi! Do you see that chocolate drip? Oh, it didn't see you. Hang on. Yes.
Alright, first bite.
Okay. I gotta see it. Haha. Like the American flags, like right there in front of it. Or what was. Hello.
Hey guys.
What's up?
Well, we just made it to Casa de Luis, and Kat's about to go and see my house.
You can see that it's dark.
Yes.
We might have polyfill back there.
We might have a skein of yarn or two.
A few skeins of yarn.
And then we have delicious food at our feet.
Listen, there. Okay, we might have done some shopping today. Possibly.
We stopped and got me a drink, and Kat got her a coffee.
7 Brew?
Yes.
7 Brew. Never had this before. It's pretty decent. This is, what was it? It was
Smooth 7.
Smooth 7. So it was white chocolate and I think white chocolate mocha or white chocolate and Irish cream breathe. But I don't know what that is.
Yeah. And then I got the energy drink. It's the Ocean Breeze Extra Blue Raspberry.
Mm-hmm. But I'm freaking exhausted. I'm gonna get out of these stupid leggings that I bought at Walmart. I hate them. They won't stay up. I'm tired of pulling them up. I got some trusty handy dandy leggings at Dollar General. Yeah. But we're gonna I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm awake now. I'm more awake than I was. So this is good because I was waning fast.
On the struggle bus over here.
Mm-hmm.
And let's not get into the drive at the airport trying to pick Kat up. That was terrible.
I'm sorry. I wasn't even there to witness that part. I was just standing there waiting.
I will put that in my video.
Mm-hmm.
But it was terrible. But we're gonna get up, but we just wanted to say that we finally made it!
Yes, I'm so excited. And now we get to go in and I get to meet Mr. Haley.
And Ladybird, we stopped and got the dog and the cat treats.
We did. We're going to bribe the animals to make sure that I'm accepted. Yes. Fingers crossed. Pray for me.
Alright, bye!
For all of you family back home, even in Mississippi, I'm the winner. Suck it.
What are you doing, Ladybird? What are you doing? Hey, come here. You're like, let me out.
Yes. Good morning. I can't see you. There's sun there. That's better. Hello. Good morning. I'm tired. But we're going to go feed a horse. Yeah. Hello, fat cat.
Oh, you better go. The horse is leaving.
Oh, come on, horsey. Come back.
Right,
Hi. Hello, pretty horse. Hello. Hi.
do you have something for me?
Do you want a treat? Do you like the treat? Hi. Oh, hang on. Wait a second.
Yeah, I want the treat first.
I get it. I do. Chicken. It's all I got. Just two. Do you know the horse's name? Okay. Hi, horse. No, we're not going to nip at me. Thank you. You got something in your hair there, dude. Neat. Okay. You got to be just out of reach. I would pet you. Could you come closer? I got short arms.
Nope.
So, yeah, I don't think so. You got more treats? Maybe. Come here. Good morning. You were definitely too far away yesterday.
Well, hello.
The strange cat meow. Can you tell your cow friends to bring their babies over here?
Oh, no, that will get you attacked.
Well, that's why I'm not going over there.
Well, no, they don't want you near the babies at all.
Ah. Rude. Rude. I just want to pet the babies.
No, they will literally will take you through it.
Fair. To be fair, I do know that.
Well, I hoped you would know that.
I do know that. My grandpa has a cow farm. They don't like you touching their babies either. Here, let me just remove that for you. Just like, yeah, I don't even care at all.
He's like, you don't have no more treats for me.
I know. Oh, those horns on that bull are kind of weird.
Yep.
They just grow down beside its face.
Yep. Are you still vlogging?
A little bit. That's all right. I just want to see the baby cows. Nay. Moo. Moo. What are you doing there, bird? Ladybird. What are you doing?
Hello. Hello.
What's up, bird?
Hello.
That's right. That's right. Do you have something to say? Do you? You tell us all. What is it? Did Timmy fall in a well? No? Okay.
such a good girl. Yeah.
Don't hold it.
Oh, the ball, get the ball. Oh. She's like, nope, you can't have it. Bird. Look at that big old forehead wrinkle. Can I have that?
She said nope.
It's the most pitiful little squeak. Said no. Can I have that ball? Hey, bird. Can I have that ball? Hey, bird. Lady bird. Hello. I'm dropping my phone. Can I have that ball? No? Okay. It's worth a try. Ew, it's slobbery. We're gonna go over your head.
Thank you so much. We're going to take 5 minutes and other people up here real quick. This is Open Gym. They do.
Hello. So, when it comes to updates, crochet wise, have not been super great about that. But you should see, like, I've added in little clips here and there of little things. Like, I got to feed Haley's neighbor horse a treat and talk to the cows, and I don't know if I've gotten a clip of the bunny or not, but I definitely did of the chickens, and we went out to eat last night. They took me to this really cool, like, rooftop restaurant place, and it was good food. My noodles were kind of like spaghetti and soup. It was a little different, but there were charred snap peas, which were yummy. There was a band playing, and it was a good time. Yes. And then after, we got daiquiris from, like, a hole in the wall. It was weird. We don't have walk-up windows at home that you can just get booze out of. But, like, I essentially got, like, a mudslide slushy thing, daiquiri. And what did you get?
I got a Jack and Coke icy, basically.
Yeah. It was really good. We finished it, and like, basically we finished them and went to bed. Like, it was a long day yesterday. But we have done a lot of crocheting, you know, not like crazy, like just trying to knock stuff out, but just like leisurely crocheting, watching some movies. Like, Haley showed me almost all of the live action Disney movies, which I've been meaning to watch, and I haven't really had the chance, so that was cool. We've watched both seasons of the new Wizards of Waverly Place, which I was a sucker for the original, so to see the continuation is neat.
Yes.
And that's been fun. It's been fun just to kind of chill and not have to worry about anything, and, like, her dog has so much sass. She's hilarious. She will tell you what's up. She will stare at you until you create a space for her on the couch. She will bark at you until you give her a treat. It's just a good time. She's really funny. The cat has just been, you know, in her little nest in the dog bed, so But it's been a good time.
Yes.
Very excited. You still half asleep?
No, I'm just tired. It's been a great week, but her being here, my sleep schedule has definitely been thrown off.
My bad. But we're
So-
meeting in the middle though.
Yeah, we are.
We're not staying up crazy late like I normally do, but
No.
definitely later than how late she normally stays up.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go and get some melatonin on the way home, so that way that first couple of days, I'm good and ready.
Yes.
Speaking of which, because Kat is leaving today, we are having a movie night on the Patreon, so there will be no Sunday night live.
That's right. Yes. No Sunday Night Live this weekend. We had it already scheduled before we scheduled for me to come down here to see Haley. That this weekend was going to be a movie night. So we're watching Halloween Town 1 and 2 this weekend, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that because I love those movies. Guilty pleasure wholeheartedly.
Yes.
Because
I think the next weekend, not the next weekend, but the weekend after, I think we're doing Nightmare Before Christmas and Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very excited for that.
Yes. I hope Kat has enjoyed her time here. Like I said, I know we have not been filming and just all of this, but I didn't want to do that. This is my last week of fall break, and last week I was go with all the doctor's appointments. So this week was more about if I don't have to get out, I'm not going to get out.
Yes.
So
very, very leisure. It's just been a good week. I have had a lot of fun. Haley and I just getting to sit and crochet and laugh together, and we've played some games, we've done some crocheting, we've gone out to dinner, we've had some drinks, like we've had good food. It's been a good time. Like the other night after our live, we got off the live and we literally just sat in the bed and watched more YouTube videos and just bullshitted until like 2 a.m. and just did not want to go to bed. Like that's what it was. Like it's not that we weren't tired, but it's like, are you ready for bed? Or do you want to, like, are we good? I'm like, no, I'm good if you're good. And then eventually 2 o'clock hit and we're like, all right, I quit. It was kind of a mutual thing at that point.
yeah.
But
Yes. All right.
yeah, we wanted to come on and show you what we have been able to accomplish. I don't remember what we would have showed you the other day.
I don't think we showed anything the other day.
Yeah, I don't know if we did either.
We're just going to show you an overview of everything that we have made.
Yeah.
And then go from there, because at this point, I don't remember what we did at the beginning of the week. I know actually in the beginning of the week, we filmed on my part of the video, but I don't know if we actually picked up Kat's camera to show y'all.
Nope.
So,
I guess you're going to have a part 1 and a part 2 in a sense.
so if you really want to get what happened the day we actually got together and crocheted and stuff, you'll have to watch my video.
That's right. You got to go watch Haley's video. YouTube has a new thing where we can hype other channels. I don't know exactly how it works. We'll figure that out, but you should definitely look into it. I know that the channels have to be like they're smaller creators, so I don't know what the cap is on that, but I'm assuming it's a subscription, like a subscriber cap.
Yeah.
So I would definitely consider you like a smaller channel. I think that I still would be, but I don't know. Like if it's 1,000, then probably not, because I just reached 2K. Yay! I'm pretty sure when I checked earlier, I was like 2016 actually. So not only did I hit 2K, but now I'm over by a decent amount. We're working our way. So it I kind of lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, so you can hype other channels, small channels, so definitely do that to those small YouTubers that you watch. And they have a new feature as well where you can add somebody as a collaborator in a video. So the watch hours, the views and stuff like that. If you're watching my video, she's not going to get the count for those. However, this video will show on her channel. So you can watch it on her channel. And it can help make it easy to subscribe to her. It can help make it easy to, switch back and forth as to, getting to know Haley more if you already know me, or if you know Haley and want to get to know me, either way. So make sure that you're looking at YouTube's new features when it comes to stuff like that. And yeah, so I'm going to start utilizing that collaboration thing a lot more because it's brand new.
Yes. So I have two people that I know that are on YouTube that I've made patterns for. Loops to Knots, am I saying that right? Or Loops?
Loops and Knots.
Loops and Knots, I made her raccoon, which is something I've never made before. And then Beck Made Studio, I started her Squirtle. I have a shell somewhere that I've made, and I just don't know where it's at.
Didn't you use a shell that you found not too long ago?
No.
You made two. Okay.
Yeah, so when I was prepping the last couple of weeks, and I was making stuff for me, but then I was also making stuff for Kat, because I sent her Pokemon to sell. Well, I made 2 shells, made 2 tails, lost both a tail and a shell. Don't know where it went. I was sitting over there at my desk, so it's somewhere over there. But I've done cleaned up so much, like there's no telling where it went. So, but I'm just gonna make a new tail. Like it's not even worth it. It's like literally a piece of scrap ball of yarn is what I could use to make it. So
right.
Not even worried about it.
And then if she finds that tail, she'll have a tail for the next time.
And a shell for the next time.
Yeah.
So, but here's Squirtle from Beck Make Studios. This is something I started Monday. So, because she was coming in and I needed the yellow for Elsa's hair that I was making. So all he needs left is this tail to be tacked to the shell, and then hide this in, and it'll be done.
For a second, I thought I saw a shell, and then I was like, nope, it's just scrap yarn.
Yep. Alright, so, and then here's the raccoon from Loops to Knots.
It's so cute.
Loops and Knots Crochet. I'm so sorry, I keep getting that wrong.
A lot of people actually say it that way. I've seen so many people on YouTube who say Loops to Knots, and it is what it is. We'll tag her, right?
Yep. But, this was really easy. I won't say her patterns are, like, quick, but they're a decent hour project. Like, if you actually sat down, really got focusing, this would be an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
But we haven't really been focused this week, so.
That's alright.
I've already hit my market goal for next weekend, so, like, I just need to, like, make things that I want to make.
Yes.
I don't have to, like, prep a whole bunch of stuff. I don't have to do that.
Now I do. Because I just got a last minute Comic-Con 2 weeks from now. But that's besides the point.
Plus, she still has that big event that she's got to be prepping for in, 5 weeks?
Probably. It's like right before Thanksgiving.
So 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So she's got 2 weeks for the Comic-Con, 2 weeks after that for that that thing. So
yeah, it's the Erie Crafts and Gifts Festival. Now, granted, that is one that, like, this is the 3rd or 4th year that I'll be doing it, and depending on how the sales are at this one, I might actually drop this event next year, because the first year we did it, it's 2 days, made $1,000 across those 2 days. The next year we did it, made $900 across those 2 days. Last year when we did it, made $800 across those 2 days. So every time I do it, it's dropping a little bit on the amount of sales that we're actually making. And I just don't feel like wasting my time on that. Like, I have to pay to get a room for the 2 days. I have to be away from home. I have to figure out childcare. Like, and the load in on this place sucks. It's terrible. Like, you literally have to truck everything from a giant parking garage all the way through these buildings to your spot, and then go back out and get more. it's a pain. It's a pain in the butt. So I might end up dropping that one. That one I'm not so concerned about. The following one, the next weekend, it was a 3-dayer. Now it's a 2-dayer. But last year we made $1,600 across those 2 days out of an 8-foot table space. So even if, $1,000 that weekend, $1,600 the next weekend, that's a good chunk of inventory that'll be gone in 2 weekends.
And then she still might have a one on the 6th of December that she hasn't paid for yet.
No. That one's not confirmed, but Molly and I are doing one the third week in a row together. So, like, the first one that I talked about and the second one that I talked about, the following weekend I have one with Molly in Ohio. So the Christmas in Historic Springboro, I think is what it's called. It's supposed to be a really big one, so her and I are tackling that together. So hopefully it won't be snowing, because I really don't want to drive 4 hours in the snow. Sounds terrifying. Anyways.
Yes. So, and before I go any further, I would probably charge $40 for this.
That sounds like a good price.
Yeah. Because I made the one from Crochet by Jenna, and I had it priced at, can't remember if it was $30 or $35. So this one, I'm thinking $40.
Yeah. So I made Crochet by Jenna's as well, but I used her fox pattern and modified it to the raccoon, because at the time I didn't have the raccoon. And I sold both of those for $30. Now, your stuff typically turns out a little bit bigger than mine.
Yeah.
So chances are yours was a little bit bigger than mine. But I sold them both for $30, and this has turned out definitely that jump in price from the $30 to $40 for me, too.
Yeah. And the Pokemon, I charge $20 for these. And if they keep selling as well as they are for Cat, we may end up having to up that price.
Yeah, we might jump it to $22.
Because, once things start flying, it's like,
yeah,
okay, well, they're popular. Can they sell at a higher price for what they're worth?
Yes.
20 is the minimal that I want for these things. Because you would think they would be simple. And for the most part, they are. But, like, it's not something that, some of them, he is pretty simple. Him and Pikachu are pretty simple. But the others, where you have to do color changes and all this, like, this is simple color changing.
Mm-hmm.
And realistically, sewing the shell on isn't going to take me much time. If I'm being real honest. I can sew the shell on in, like, 2 minutes. That I don't worry about. But there are some, like, Lapras and and a few of the others that
a lot of extra detail.
There's details. Once you start getting into the evolutions, things get a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So then the next thing I made this on Sunday, the start of the week. I made a Snow White. This was my first one, and the hair kind of got messed up, but we're not gonna worry about that. Then I made Elsa. So before I go to the next market, I would like to have both, well, maybe not the prints for this, but the prints for this one, and then maybe one or two other princesses.
There you go. Yeah.
So that way, I would love to be able to make the modification for Anna, but that dress and this pattern,
I think it could be done.
It could be done, but will it be worth the money? That's the question.
Fair. Should have to be appropriately priced.
Yeah. And these I am going to charge 30 for. Either 30 or 35. I really haven't made my mind yet.
I'd probably do 35 almost. Let's compare size-wise. Like, they're the same length, but this has more, protruding and whatnot. So if this is 40, I would say 35 on that.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a princess. Like, they're characters, so they're worth a little bit more on top of that anyways.
Yeah. So there's that. And then Kat has been trying to get me to make dinos for the longest time. And I tried Club Crochet's Triceratops when I first started crocheting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then she showed me the modifications that she makes. And I only got the time to make 2.
And they're almost done. They still need the horns.
Yes. But, and this one needs the whole clothes. But, they are. I can see why Kat makes these. I probably won't make them very often. Because it's not my style.
Mm-hmm.
As a crochet artist, please find your style when you make things.
Yeah.
You know, everybody says that they can do a con. Everybody says they can do any type of market when they start crocheting. No. No. If I walk into an anime con, because I've been to the one in Atlanta, and I walk into your booth, and you don't scream like an anime lover, like a Pokemon fanatic, a Disney person, if you don't have some type of weirdness to you, baby, you don't belong here. You need to pack up your stuff and just leave. Hate to be that truthful with y'all, but just so y'all know, for fellow crocheters, I'm even a little worried about my friend here.
That's what my face is right here. Is like, man, I'm being called out hard right now.
But she could be an anime.
I don't watch animes. Like, don't get me wrong. We grew up watching Pokemon. We watched Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, Inuyasha. Like, I'm familiar with Naruto, but I didn't really watch it. Like, I have watched technically animes, but I'm not like a die-hard person.
But I'm just saying, you know the booths when you walk in there that are there because that's their type of event.
Mm-hmm.
Like that nerdy hooker on Instagram, she does nothing but cons. You know that when you go and look at her Instagram page. You know that being part of her Patreon. I know. I'm a part of it. That's the reason why I'm a part of it. So, but we're going to hopefully, she's going to do well. And
it's only an 8-foot table space.
Yes.
And I've gone to a really crappy anime fest. And with an 8-foot table space. And I think I made like $500. So as long as this event is better than that event, I'm fine. My big problem is that this event is 4 hours away from my house. And 2 days. So I'm going to have to get a hotel room and I'm going to have to pay for gas. On top of the $125 that I paid for the booth fee.
Also, notice about cons. She just said it. If you're going to do a con, you need to be prepared for the price.
Mm-hmm.
There is a reason why I don't do cons. Because in my area, for a 6-foot table space, it's over $400. Baby, no.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. So, I say that because you're talking to someone who actually went to Atlanta, Georgia, to that anime con. And if y'all don't know Mela Groomy, she did one in Atlanta. Go watch hers for the vibe. And go watch some of the other people who do cons and they film it. Like Katie Celestial Homebody. She has done a few cons and a few festival type things that are in the con buildings. So like where they do their cons and stuff, they'll have other things. And sometimes you'll get the people who typically go to the cons that will go to other things there. So, you have your normal crowd, but let me tell you something. You go to a con that is recognizable, and you don't belong there, you might get some looks. So just, it's nothing personal. We love y'all, but like, if you ain't supposed to be there, you just ain't supposed to be there.
Fair. So fair.
I looked at that at someone who my, at the then time boyfriend did not know a whole lot about anime. And I like started geeking out and was all over it, and he was like, okay. I'm like, you don't belong.
Mm-hmm.
I belong. And his friend and their girlfriend thought it was the funniest thing in the world. Because, like, you just got told that you don't belong here. And they didn't. So, but then I made a Bronto. I've actually made 3.
It turned out so cute.
And I know what y'all are thinking, like, these are some weird color combinations.
Oh. My favorite is the pink dot.
Yeah. Okay, so I know this color will sell in a dino.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't like this color. So I was like, the best way to use it up is put it in something I know it's going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. My favorite is purple, of course. But it's also the first one I made. He's kind of like looking off.
That's alright.
So, but this one's probably my favorite.
It's cute.
These I'm probably going to try and get like 20 or 22 for.
So I normally do them for 20, but you'll see with mine, when I get mine out, that mine are a little bit smaller. So, I was going to say Stitch's Haley. Haley's stitches, compared to mine, are very tall. So, just the way, like, every person crochets differently, right? And so, the difference between, like, yarn under, and yarn over. Now, granted, I don't know if Haley actually yarn overs, because I haven't really... Haley mentioned beforehand, like, don't be sitting here and watching me crochet weird. So I'm, like, trying not to. Like, I don't want to make her uncomfortable by, like, staring at her while she crochets, because that's just weird. But, like, I'm just geeking out at how big her things turn out compared to mine making the same thing. But I'm assuming that it's the difference between yarn over and yarn under. Because I've always yarn undered both ways. And her stitches are much more V's than they are the X's. So I'm assuming that it's the yarn over.
I think I yarn over. Yeah. It's either over, under, and I know that sounds weird, but I think it's the way I hold my hook and the way I'm going about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, like, certain stitches are more yarn over, and some are yarn over, under, which I know it sounds so weird.
No, it's not. There's a lot of people who over under.
But I do both. Like I flip flop, and it's not that I'm doing anything different. It's just the way I'm moving my hand at that particular time.
Yeah.
So.
But there's a size difference, is the point there.
Yeah.
So then we get into the things that I've made. Now, I have not finished anything because I can't go stuffing a bunch of things because I have to fly at home on an airplane in my carry-on. So everything are whips, but I'll show you what I was able to get done. On the very first day, we were able to do... give me the other ear.
So I can get everything ready.
Thank you. 2 of these little stitches, which of course that looks super weird because they're flat. So this one I did with my 6mm clover because I love my 6mm hook, but the yarn was just a little too stiff for it. So it turned out really small. So then I decided to really try to loosen my tension with the 6mm hook, and it made it a bit bigger. So we have these 2, and they both have ears. There we are. So we did like this mauvey purple inside the ear and like the
country blue.
I was gonna say country or draft or whatever blue, and then the baby blue and the kawaii eyes. So we have these 2. Then
this was next.
Yes. Then we did the booty cow, which right now its horns are just wrapped around its ears. But this is a free pattern on Instagram. The stitch is Plushy Co's mini stitch pattern. It also has Angel in with it. But this is a pattern on Instagram. I don't remember the designer right now, but I can try to find them later to tag in the comments down below. It is, if you follow the pattern as it's supposed to be, I believe you're supposed to sew on the arms. The body and the head are separate and you sew them together. Because the body is from the legs up and the head is supposed to be from the top down, and then you sew it together in the neck. I did not want to do that. So I got to this point where we ended the body and used that last row to crochet the arms in, and then I just followed the instructions from the head backwards, and anywhere that it had an increase, I did a decrease, and then vice versa. So I was able to come up here. Now in doing so, that is why my spots ended up on the wrong side, because in the pattern the spot here and there's supposed to be a spot here are supposed to be on the same side of the body, but we have a spot on the back of the head and we have a spot right here. So, and then the muzzle, you're also supposed to sew that on, but I did not. I crocheted it in. It looks a little odd right now, but once you stuff it, it will look better. And then the horns will be sewed on at the end. It probably should have a tail.
You can surface crochet that.
Right. But
after you fix the booty.
Yes, and that's what I was just getting ready to say, is that it is hard to tell, but this booty, this cow, is going to have a shelf. Literally, it is made to have a big old butt crack right here and have big butt cheeks. And I've been making the booty frogs for my market, and people love them. They get a huge crack out of them. I don't like the look of the booty turtle. I think it looks more like an alien, so I've not done that yet. But the booty frogs sell specifically because of the butt. Like, I get so many comments at markets about like, dang, this frog's caked up. Like, ooh, baby got back and all kinds of stuff. At Applefest this last weekend, I watched boyfriend, girlfriend, full-grown adults, late 20s, early 30s, picking up these little frogs. And she looks at it and she's like, but look, and turns it around. And he literally goes, eek, eek. It just squeezes the little frog's butt cheeks. And I was like, I really wish that I was recording in this moment because it was hilarious. So we have this cow. It's super cool. This designer also has like a panda and a pig and just a whole bunch of patterns like this that have the big butts. And I'm going to make all of them because I think that they're great.
Yeah, I figured it might be easier to start throwing stuff back in the bag. Smart. Okay, so next was dinos.
Yes, then we started with the dinos on live.
Okay, so the thing about the dinos is we all see that this is the dot yarn. I have all the colors but the zine dot and the blueberry dot,
which I have at my house.
So I told Kat it would be aesthetically pleasing for her to have all the dino dot colors, and then if she got bored and wanted to make more colors of dinos, make the colors that are popular to blend in with these to give it that aesthetically pleasing look when you walk in. Because there's nothing more to see. Okay, well, this is not necessarily a good thing, but if this was like a pale yellow, putting these two together, that would look aesthetically pleasing. So, but you can take, she can make the red dino that she has, put those two together. That's
aesthetically pleasing.
Yes. So that's what she did first. She started making all the ones in the dino dot.
Yes, so we have all of these. And this was also, it was kind of like, all right, Haley, you tell me what yarn you want to get rid of out of your stash. Which ones don't you like? And she just starts kind of throwing balls down too. And it's like, all right, I don't want to, I need rid of this one. I don't know what to do with this one. Like, let's go. And then there were a lot of the dot colors. So we're like, you know what? Let's just fill out the line there. And then we ended up with the frosting one as well, because she just doesn't know what to make with this color. And then to fill it out completely, we added the yellow and the red just because it's a nice addition for the colors. So we have 10 brontosauruses that I was able to finish. They all have eyes in them, so at least there's that. But they're not stuffed, you know, they're flat. They'll be easy to pack, which is what's important. These I sell for $20.
And she's gonna cross up the Alfred Market prep.
That's right. That's right.
Something that she needs to do, because Kat, if y'all don't know her, she makes 5 different dinos. She makes Brontos, Triceratops, T-Rexes, Stegosauruses, and
I think that's it, actually.
Okay, so 4. Okay.
So let's get yours and compare.
we'll do the dot because that's supposed to be.
Yes. So this shows you the size difference. So hers is significantly taller than mine. A little bit longer. It's just, so I sell mine for 20. So she should definitely be at like 22 at least in my booth. But my prices are a little higher than hers for down here. So if she did 20, that would make sense. But that's where we're at. So that was fun. We did a little dino night. And when I come down here, I said, like, I want to make cows. So I went and got the cookies and cream color and black and white. And then Haley let me borrow some of this pink and some of this tan. And we just started making some cows. So this is a pattern from Beck Made Studio. This is Ivanka. She's so cute. So she can sit like this with her feet like between her legs. Or you can lay her down and like her head kind of sploots. So it's just so cute. Now granted, I always do my bobble stitches as triple crochet bobbles instead of regular double crochet bobbles. And for this pattern, maybe it's a bit much. I probably could have done regular bobble stitches, but we won't really know until I stuff the head, because that's the only part that I couldn't, like, that I didn't have to stuff to finish it, because this pattern's like no-sew. So when you work it up, you make the feet and you make the legs, and when you crochet it up, you crochet the back legs in, you crochet the top legs in, and when you do the head, you crochet the ears in, and you crochet the body into the head as you're working it up. So everything had to be stuffed except for the head. But she turned out so small and so freaking cute. I love her, and cows do so well. I will probably be adding this into my regular like cow market prep, because this is much more recognizable as a cow than Millie the baby cow that I've been making. A lot of people assumed that she was an alien at this last market. And then other people would walk by and like, oh my god, look at the big-headed cow, and it was funny. So that's what we did with this. This I will probably have for 35, just because it's a lot more like outward details than like Haley's cow, for instance. I did her cow in the pink dot, and it was a standing cow. It was a little bit taller, but it was a little bit simpler as like construction wise. So I think that I did 30 on hers. I would bump it up to 32 though, because I realized I put it at 30 before we got to the market, and then once we were there and I put it with everything else, it was more that 32 range. So I think I would do 35 on this. But she's just so cute. Then Haley was working on River the raccoon from Loops and Knots. So I decided to work on Cooper the calf. So they're so freaking cute, especially together. Love that. I'm going to embroider the ots, but I used the same colorway. Now, her pattern as it's written is very sew heavy, but I ain't got time for that. So I went ahead and I crocheted all the arms and legs. And when I was working it up, I made like, there is instruction to crochet the ears in, and the bobble stitches. But then once you go on, literally you just do like the peg of the body, and you're supposed to sew on the arms and legs. But I didn't want to do that, so I went ahead and figured out where to crochet them in. It says 4 stitches apart from the bottom, so I made sure to line them up so that way they were 4 stitches apart, and just crocheted them in, and it worked out so cute. This was the last thing that I finished. It is not stuffed anywhere except for the legs. This I would probably sell for 35, maybe 40, probably 40, because that's a big size difference.
Okay, well, let's compare it. There's actually not that much difference. I'm not going to count this tail because that's just dumb.
Oh, I would count the tail.
But I'm just saying, I said 40 for mine.
Yeah, that's true.
But realistically, she could still charge 40 for this, because look at the color changes on this that you're having to do.
Fair.
Plus, you know, this is not, I mean, this was easy color changes. And once you get past the head in this, you don't have any color changes.
That's true. So then it will be an easy 40
Yeah.
for this.
I would definitely say 40.
Yeah. And then we'll embroider the eyes. That way it will be very baby safe. And it's just so cute. Like the cookies and cream cows have been really good.
Yes.
And then the last thing that I started working on is Hooks and Healers recently put out a new pattern. Oh, I think that's, well, there's one more ear in there somewhere. But there it is. It is a standing cow, so we have 4 little feet. This on my hook are the udders, so it'll be kind of like that, which is so hard to see. And then we'll work on the body, and we have 2 of the ears worked up, but it's just going to be a little standing cow. Now, I changed how the hoofs were on this. She had them to where you single crocheted, and then you slip stitched in the front loop only, and then you single crocheted in the back loop only. And that was just becoming a nightmare. So I did go ahead and change it to half double crochet stitches, and then in the next round work in that 3rd loop, just to be able to create the same shape without it being so bulky. So that's what we got done. Oops. And it's what time is it? Like almost 1 now?
It's 1:40.
Oh, almost 2 now. Which is sad because that means we have 2 hours before I have to leave.
Yes. And we still have to get her packed up.
Yeah.
Because she's got to be able to take some of this stuff home, so we're going to have to pack this really diligently.
Yeah. Realistically, it shouldn't be too bad. I did pack my bag with room. Like, there was extra room in my suitcase. That way, whatever I got done, I could bring stuff back. And
We did do a good amount of shopping.
we did.
Like, I got a new set of pajamas that I'm wearing.
Yes.
They're so comfortable. And then I was looking, and they had a thing that it's a cardigan, but it cuts off at the shoulders, but super long. And I'm like, my dresses that I wear to work, there are spaghetti straps or whatever, and it's hot outside, but it also is hot inside. I'm having to wear a jacket, and I'm like, like I'm sweating to death. But now I have that to throw on over it, and I know what y'all think sometimes it's probably over. Not for us down here. We could still be 60-degree warm down here in December. There is a 60-degree cold and a 60-degree warm. And
Yeah.
you know that because based on what you have to wear.
Well, and I understand that too, because like we were talking last night, like we get like 40-degree warm in December, and it's different from 40-degree cold in December. Now, that's going to feel very different for the both of us living in different climates. If Haley come up in my 40-degree warm, she would probably freeze her little butt off. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. But otherwise, you know, I think we're going to go ahead and call it. We are 41 minutes into this little chat, which is fine. It's a longer video. This will be more of like the outro-ish. Like, it'll kind of be in the middle because, like, for me, this is also going to include, you know, a little bits and pieces of my trip back home. Once I do get back home, an actual outro of whatever else I was able to make on the plane or at the airport or whatever. So, thank you for watching. I'm gonna miss being here with Haley.
Yes, like I have been making sure Kat's actually been getting decent amount of sleep. She's actually been eating food. So for Solange and all the others watching, she's only had one thing of ramen noodles.
Only one thing.
And that was today because like it's Friday. Like we're about to eat leftovers and stuff like that. We're not about to cook. We've been cooking all week long.
For real. Yeah. It's been a good week. I've been remembering to take my meds. They're not protein shakes, but they're like protein drinks at Kroger's. Not Kroger. Kroger. And like I've had some of those every day, so it's a little extra protein. I've had my coffee, good coffee. I've had my Red Bull. I will have another Red Bull handy for later because my plane does not land tonight at home until 12:30 at night. And then I have an hour and 45 minutes to drive home. Yay! So fun.
Yes, but the kids will be asleep when she gets home.
Yes, which means that I will be asleep quickly once I get home. I'm wondering if Chris is going to stay up and like wait for me to get home. But I don't know. I'm sure he'll still be on the couch, but that doesn't really matter. But
He might be snoozing.
yeah. But I'm excited to get back home, to give Chris a hug, and to see my children. Not to hear them fight, but to see them.
And to get them their toys that I bought them while she was here.
She did. She did buy them some toys.
But it's only one. And now the candy I bought them, they may not make it home.
Probably not.
But
bye, guys. Meow. Meow.
he is not feeding you.
I'm just doing all of them. Well, that one's normal, but sad face. Sad day. Yeah. We're at the airport. Don't be getting all teary-eyed. Don't do it. Don't even mess around. Like, no, we're at the airport. My flight starts boarding in about an hour and a half. So I need to get through security and all that fun stuff.
And they're going to have fun playing cat suitcase by together.
We did pull some things out of my suitcase so that Haley can ship them back to me because we could not get the suitcase closed all the way. And then we got it all closed after like standing on it and fighting with it and everything else.
And Cat dropped something on my foot.
My tripod that's super heavy, which is now going to be a problem because when I got on the flight in Pittsburgh, I went through security and they literally had to open up my suitcase to take my tripod out to scan it with some, I'm assuming, bomb checking device, and put it back. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have to do it again here, which means we're going to have to fight with the damn suitcase again to close it.
But that's why we got here 2 hours earlier before her flight takes off.
Yeah.
So she can go ahead and get through security and get home safely.
Yeah.
Boo. But we wanted to get on and just say goodbye to the video, to the vlog.
I don't want to.
I don't either.
Do I
but
have to?
You have to go back home because I gotta go back to work next week.
Boo. Boo hiss. Boo hiss.
Speaking of that boo hiss, there is a TV show where a guy does that. And I looked at Kat and I was like, really?
Just made it through security. Of course, when we were packing, I forgot that I had to dig out my weighted tripod in security on the way here. So we buried it in the damn suitcase and had to stand on it to close it. And of course had to open the suitcase here in security to open it up and look at it. And then stand on it again to close it again. So woohoo for that. But we're about at my gate and we should be boarding before too long. So on our way to Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Yummy. Okay, and we're back. We're back. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video, guys. I know I had an amazing time with Haley all of the times that I've seen her now. Now, you know, her baby's here, and I'm excited to see her next time because I get to meet the baby in person. But we will be, the next time I head down there will be in October. We're doing a market together, actually, in Louisiana. So that should be very interesting. Haley and I have not done an event like together, so we'll see how that goes. We have very different ways of doing things, so we will do our best to work together well. Yes. Anyways, I hope that you guys liked this. If you do, make sure that you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Let's see, what could we post in the comments below? How about an airplane? An airplane works, right? Because I was on an airplane. So, anyways, guys, I will catch you next time. Bye!